Grateful for you again. Welcome this morning. We're just going to go around the room for maybe 2 or 3 minutes. If you can name something you're grateful for. This is a beautiful season, Christmas time and Christmas season, that season of giving, and where we're grateful for, the birth of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. So let's just go around the room. Anything that you're grateful for.
Hey, Rod, I'll start off this morning. I just like to say I'm thankful for being present this morning, with life and family and friends. I'm also thankful for yourself and the rest of the Dream Team and all those who joined on the call Wednesday to help me with my recruiting. So I appreciate you all. Thank you.
Absolutely, Glenn. And Glenn, you say you're down in Alabama. You said what is 6 degrees down there?
It's 60 degrees today, sir. Yes, sir.
Wow. That's wow. All right, brother. Stay safe.
Thank you.
Anybody else? What are you grateful for this morning?
Hey, good morning, everybody. I'm just grateful to be amongst the land of the living this morning. And as we approach the end of this year, I'm just grateful for all that he's blessed me with, and all the things that I know that's coming that he knows, but I don't know. I appreciate it, and I appreciate that too.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I'm just thankful to be here, of course, but I'm thankful for family. I'm thankful that God has already provided the basics that I need, and everything else is just icing. So I'm grateful to be a part of this team and looking forward to everything that's going to happen in 23, sorry.
All right, thank you.
I am grateful for another day that the Lord has made. I'm thankful for just my health, for my mother's health, y'all. She's doing a lot better. And I'm just grateful for life, that I have an opportunity just to be here with an amazing team of individuals and to grow and to develop myself. So I'm very thankful.
That's awesome. Thank you. Anybody else? What are you grateful for?
Good morning. I'm truly thankful to God for waking me up this morning. Every day people are leaving this earth, so I thank God for a new opportunity. I thank him for good health that I don't want to take for granted. I want to thank him for all the things he's going to do for me and my family in 2023, and I thank him for all the support and encouragement that I receive as part of this team. So I'm just grateful for everything.
Awesome.
Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Pierce. Good to see you guys again. I'm very grateful for these holidays that are coming up and the chances that everyone gets to meet with their family and come together and be able to celebrate happiness in life with your loved ones.
Amen.
Hey, good morning, everyone.
Morning.
Good morning. Merry Christmas, everyone. Happy New Year, if I don't get to tell you. I'm just grateful to God for a brand new day, grateful for health, grateful for family, grateful for extended family, the Dream Team.
Yes.
And there's awesome, amazing teachings that we've gotten this year. 2022 has been, I just have amazing notes that I'll be taking into 2023 and 2024, 2025. So just thankful, especially for health, just kind of recovering, coming out, myself and some family members, COVID got us this time, but we're back strong and healthy. So I'm just thanking God for being able to, just continue to plan for the future. So I'm grateful for a bright future.
Amen. Good. Awesome, Gemma.
Good stuff.
Good morning. I'm grateful to God this morning and just just praise him for being wonderful and merciful all throughout the year, and just saying, you know, all my life he has been faithful. And so I've been singing that in my spirit
All
this
right now.
morning. And just want to
Right.
celebrate him. It's going to be his birthday this season, and just remember that he's the reason for the season. And just thank God for family, life, health, and strength, and the dream team.
All right. Thank you, Linda. Awesome.
I'm gonna have to let Pastor Deborah know about Linda.
I know, right?
Yeah. Praise team, praise team.
So this is Mimi. I just want to say I'm grateful, like everybody has said, for life. I'm grateful for every trial, because every trial we go through is a step to something greater. So I'm grateful that God is taking us all, you know, in our dreams, in our pursuit, in everything, in our health, to greater heights. And I'm just thankful that next year, I believe in my mind that there's going to be an explosion, and I'm thanking God ahead for that explosion. Like in my business, in everything I'm going to touch next year. That's what I'm manifesting already, and I'm thanking God for that.
Awesome.
Powerful, powerful. Yeah, this morning I'm just thankful, like everybody, you know, thankful for life. For we just don't take it for granted. Thank you for my family, for friends, having people that I connect to, and even when things aren't going, you know, the way I plan, I still can reach out to somebody, because what we see in society today is a lot of people have a lot of depression, a lot of things they don't have an outlet, and even if they do, they can't really express it to the people around them because they have such, you know, an image or whatever. But here on the Dream Team, you know, when we come in here and share stuff, it feels like a safe place. Same thing with my church. It's a safe place where I can, you know, be with my brothers and sisters in Christ, and, you know, just tell them things I'm going through, and, you know, pray for them as they pray for me, and, you know, and just have a family support system, both, you know, biologically and the folks that I got here on the team. And, you know, I don't take it for granted. I'm looking for a great 2023, as Mimi said. I know it's going to be phenomenal. I know some great. I just feel just anxiousness in my spirit, to know that God has some great things that that He's already put down inside me, and that it's going to really just manifest this year coming. I just been preparing and working hard, and I know that He can do some phenomenal things for me and my family. So I'm excited about 2023.
All right, Tim. Good, glad, man. Happy anniversary too. You know, y'all had a great time on your anniversary. That's a blessing.
Thank you. Yes.
How many years, Tim?
34.
34. Man.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. That was awesome.
Congratulations.
Yeah, that's awesome. I know.
Yeah, you know, first and foremost is because of God, and second, because I always keep two rules in my house. Rule number one, mom is always right. Rule number two, fun.
Oh man, that's awesome. Powerful testimony, Tim. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. This is Andrew. I just want to say that I am grateful to be on the wake up list this morning. I thank God for the Dream Team. Everybody don't have this. It's just, you know, underprivileged to get up every day to, one, be among believers that believe the same way that you do, and to be able to discuss this type of stuff. This stuff don't happen everywhere. As a matter of fact, it's probably safe to say it probably don't happen a lot. But I'm just grateful that God steered me in the right direction to be a part of such a phenomenal team. And I wish everyone a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Amen. Thank you.
Thank you, Andrew.
Merry
Amen.
Christmas, man. Happy New Year to you too, brother.
Yeah, I just want to say I'm grateful. I'm grateful first to know God. First and foremost, that's so important. And the last 2 weeks I've had a bad last 2 weeks, and but it wasn't. It was things that happened, and I told my wife, I said, you know, things happen for a reason, and I'm right. Everything that's happened in the last 2 weeks has come, you know, after you look at it, it's come out for the good, and That's all I'll say about that. But you know, but God is always there, and God's always providing, and I'm also grateful for this team. And my wife was actually sitting in the room Wednesday, and she heard, part of the meeting, and afterwards, and she didn't say anything, but a couple hours later, she said, I was listening to your meeting. She said, I love those guys. So, what Andrew had said, this doesn't happen, this doesn't happen everywhere. And this, and I'm just grateful that I've come to be a part of this team, and I know everybody here, and God bless all of you.
All right, Jason. Thank you, brother. And what's the temperature up there where you are?
I said 2 below. Last I saw on my phone, it said 2 below with wind chills, like 20-mile-an-hour winds. So it's pretty frosty up here.
Amazing. Good. All right, guys. Thank you, Jason. We're gonna jump into this Friday Mastermind. And of course, I'm always grateful for the Dream Team, grateful for you all, grateful to be in the land of the living, just thankful to just be alive in this season and time. So and grateful for all of my family right here. So, all right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and jump into it. Man, we got a Friday business mastermind this morning with 2 great rock stars in our team. I don't want to belabor the time because it's 8:13. Yeah, we're gonna jump into it so we have enough time, and then open it up for a Q&A. But we got rock stars here. Natasha out of Atlanta, GA. I didn't get a bio, Natasha, but this lady, and I'll let them tell you a little bit about themselves, just to kind of let you all know that they're rock stars, and they were rock stars before they came to EXP. Before they got into real estate, they're already doing amazing, great things in their community, in their city, state, around the world. Natasha's an international certified. She'll tell you about that certification she has with international guys. Same thing with Cam. Cam's a businessman. You guys have heard Cam at some of the other workshops and sessions that we have, but he's an entrepreneur, businessman, has multiple businesses in multiple states, just doing a great and amazing things now. Certified luxury agent here in Northern Virginia, selling $1 million plus homes. So, man, without any further delay, I'm going to go ahead and just turn it over to them. Y'all know about New Agent Academy that we have on Tuesdays. Plug into them. Dream Team, Legacy Builders, plug in, stay plugged into them. They are amazing. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Natasha or Cam, whichever one you're.
Yeah, I'm going first. I'm here texting with Cam. Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome to our business planning session. Cam is going to cover the bulk of it, but I just wanted to I took some notes here just to lay some foundation for what's going to happen today. So we want to make this a working session. So Rod, I had started setting up the breakout rooms because we're going to pop into some breakout rooms, give you a chance to work on and actually start implementing on the things that Cam will be sharing with you. So this is just a part of your business planning. It's not the entirety of it, but the financial and economic piece of your business plan is crucial for your success. You have to know your numbers. And, I heard that said on this call a long time ago, but I really took the time this year to really look at my numbers, assess my numbers, and see what I was not doing that I needed to do in order to accomplish the goals I said I was going to accomplish. Or if I didn't accomplish them, know that as a fact, right? So in real estate, it's really easy to get a lot of ideas from a lot of different people. We get bombarded with information all the time. So one of the keys that I want to share with you today is that we need to ensure that we follow one course until success, right? And we want to analyze that course and do course corrections if necessary. We can't keep doing the same thing and expect different results. So we've got to be assessing our progress on a weekly, monthly, and quarterly basis, looking at your numbers, seeing what you're doing, well, how many leads you're getting in, how many leads you're converting. I'll be honest, I have been inconsistent in that area. So my numbers don't reflect what I said I wanted to do. So in order to build a mega business, you have to have a business plan. And I remember when I first started my first brick and mortar business, I had a binder probably about this thick with all my numbers, all my statistics, drive-by traffic, environmental analysis, impact analysis, marketing plan. I mean, how many of you guys really have a marketing plan for how you're going to market to your people? So every good house starts with a blueprint. And regardless of the model of the house, you can have a ranch, you can have a 2-story. Everything needs a blueprint. So today is going to be laying the foundation for that blueprint so that we can really start getting started. And you can't afford not to do this. A lot of times we get busy and we say, oh, I don't have time for this. I can't do this. We can't afford not to do it. And I'm telling you that from experience, because my experience has been in my time in real estate. I have seen myself, right, flounder because I did not do the fundamental of laying this foundation to ensure that I'm building a mega organization, mega business. Because when life hits, when business gets busy, we spiral out of control. How many of y'all on here can attest to that, right? We stopped doing the fundamental things because we didn't have a plan in place. We never laid the foundation to look at these things and begin to put it into habit. The other thing I just want to do a quick plug here. We will be doing 75 strong. Those of you that said that you wanted to do it, I'm going to put my phone number in the chat. Please shoot me a quick text. So we're starting January 1st. We're running straight through till March 16th so that we can see the success in our business, in our lives as a whole. And I'll break down what that involves and the commitment that we're going to be making for that success. So Cam right now is going to start going into the fundamentals. He has a spreadsheet, and then we're going to take about 5 minutes. We're going to go into breakout rooms, and then we're going to actually begin working on it. Because I don't know about you. Have you ever gotten information off a call and did nothing with it?
Yes.
Yes. All right.
Absolutely.
We are not
Too many times.
We are not those that just don't do. We are doers. So 2023 is a year of massive action. I think that's what Mike Houston put out there. And hey, we're going to take some massive action. And we're going to start today on the call doing some incredible things because I'm anticipating, quadrupling, 10xing my business next year. And this is where we lay the foundation. So I'm going to toss it over to Cam so he can start going through his presentation. And then we're going to take about 5 minutes after he gets through and begin to actually look at doing some of this in our breakout groups. Cam?
Good morning, everybody. This is going to be very interactive, very powerful information. So if you will, let me make sure everybody's awake. Type into the chat 1. Can I get a 1? I want to see ones. Make sure you're awake. I got a couple ones. I should see at least 32 ones. All right. Now, if you will, please turn on your cameras once again. My energy is going to be feeding off of your energy. So we greatly appreciate you guys still on your cameras. And like I said, we're going to get into this thing, and it's going to be very, very powerful to elevate your business here in the near future. So I'm going to go ahead and share the screen. One second. All right. Can everybody see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, perfect. So we're going today, I'm just give you a few business planning tips. So jumping right into it for the sake of time. All right, this is a quote that I came up with myself. I'm not sure if it's quoted anywhere else. So at the end of it, just pick Cameron Wade. So to achieve it, you have to see it to believe it. Once again, to achieve it, you have to see it to believe it. And what that means is you have your ultimate goal. And if the ultimate goal is GCI, volume of sales, you have to actually put that down on paper, look at it, periodically to actually see these things through. And then ultimately at the end of the day, the end goal is obtainable. And then now you start to believe not only in yourself, but in your abilities to accomplish anything that might be on that business plan. One key factor to being able to achieve your goals is you're going to need systems. And one thing about being here at EXP, we are a part of a tech company, and you need to, if you will, run your business with the, if you will, best tech to ensure that you are setting yourself apart. I know, like for instance, Natasha, she has a very extensive process and procedure on video, and also sending out video to agents in regards to offers, which helps her ultimately solidify and get those offers accepted. So create process and procedures as well around your systems. Going into process and procedures, one thing that I intend to always structure around my business is the process and procedures, because I kind of live by the motto that if you want to stay a small business, then continue to do small-minded things, one. And then two, if you want to stay a small business, just take in consideration that you will always be working that business. So try to create the process and procedures around it to expand and be able to have the ability to step away after creating those processes and procedures over time. Another thing that I highly suggest, creating a strategic plan. Every Fortune 500 company has a strategic plan, which dictates how their next 5 years look, and then breaking that 5 years down into a 3-year plan, and then ultimately into a 1-year plan, which is more on the short-term aspect of everything, which we're going to pretty much go over today. Just to give you a few steps into writing a business plan here in the near future. First and foremost, you need to identify who you are as a real estate agent. Analyze your market. Excuse me, I'm gonna go back and I have some other notes on my other screen. So if you see me looking over, please excuse me. So so identify who you are as an agent, analyzing your target real estate market. You need to stay up on and stay versed on general trends within the market, market opportunities, also how saturated the market is. So make sure you're well versed, because when you go into speaking with a client or a potential client on a listing or a buyer presentation, having this information readily available is going to allow you or propel you to actually win that particular customer and turn them into a client ultimately. Analyze your target real estate market. Figure out what the unserved niches are. Once again, looking into and understanding the competition, figuring out if it's saturated in this particular area or underserved. Also, decide what services you provide. What sets you apart? Determine what sets you apart. Figure out what your primary offering is. If it's marketing, if it's, you know, five-star service, customer service, if it's, you know, knowing a general area within your market. Like for instance, here in Northern Virginia, we have a pretty saturated market, and then two, we also have a lot of you know, a lot of areas. So knowing what markets are having the know-how of each and every market. So like, say for instance, give you an example, in Stafford, you should know pretty much all the movers and shakers and what you can and cannot do within, you know, the markets for your clients. So having that understanding is also going to be paramount. Identify who your ideal customers are, who you like to work with, the likely and typical buyer, the likely and typical seller. Also, what you want to do is create a SWOT analysis, which is strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. In doing so, one thing that business or big businesses do is create a SWOT analysis. They want to know, once again, what their strengths are compared to their competitors, what their weaknesses are, how can I improve on a day-to-day basis, or what do I need to improve on? What opportunities can you possibly take over in regards to a unserved niche that might be out in your local market? And then also your threats. Your threats is mainly going to be kind of like your competition. And then also your competition that we run into right now is these interest rates. Jumping into determine your financial personal growth goals. So if that looks like, you know, you want to hit a certain GCI. Personally, if you want to become more knowledgeable, not only in real estate, but knowledgeable, you know, in the sense of being a CEO, you know, what does that look like? Does that look like traditional training, going to go get in business courses at your local college, university? It can look how you want to serve your community better. It could be, you know, I want to do more volunteer service. Analyze your starting and ongoing financial needs. And what that looks like is that's pretty much your overhead. And your overhead, what that includes is, you know, your mortgage. That's your initial overhead. Your marketing fees. You know, anything that's going to come with almost a fixed financial need. You need to determine that, because ultimately what that does is it shows you where you need to be to sustain your day-to-day lifestyle. So make sure that you're taking into account, you know, your fixed cost, car payments, so forth and so on, taxes. And then ultimately what you want to do is you want to revisit your business plan periodically. Ensure that you have a set schedule. If that's weekly, monthly, semi-annually, quarterly, or annually, well, not annually, because at that point it's too late. So make sure you're revisiting your business plan often, and then ultimately breaking it down into bite-sized pieces. I live by the motto, how do you eat an elephant? And, you know, one bite at a time.
Hey, Cam, just can I interject here? I just cannot stress the importance of breaking those goals into probably weekly goals and assessing what you've accomplished and rating yourself on it, because of our tendency to procrastinate. I don't know about you. If you have chronic procrastination issues, if you just focus on a monthly goal, you may leave that goal to the end of the month to accomplish it. So I would break up that monthly goal into weekly bite-sized pieces in order for us to accomplish the goals we set forth to accomplish.
And one thing about that is, if you don't kind of set a schedule, then you will you will constantly lose days. Days turn into weeks, weeks turns into months. So breaking that down, and also the biggest thing, when revisiting the business plan, you got to look in the mirror and hold yourself accountable. You can't if you don't hold yourself accountable, then you can't expect anyone else to hold you accountable, because at the end of the day, they can hold you accountable, you still ain't gonna do it. So ensure that you revisiting, making sure you staying accountable. If you say, I need to make 30 contacts this week, and you haven't made none, you lost a whole week. But when you revisit that goal, you go back and say, hey, I didn't do this, that, and the third, I got to either one, pick it up, and or two, say for instance, when we get into the actual spreadsheet, you'll see I have in here days built out for like vacation days. I might have to take a vacation off because I already took my vacation in a sense. So I'm jumping to the next slide, digress for the sake of time. Incorporating designations and certifications in your plan. And the reason why I say this is because the real estate industry is the #1 unpracticed profession in the country. And if you know what that means, you have a lot of people just hopping in, hopping out, don't know what they're doing, don't know what they're talking about. It's kind of like, if you will, an NBA player. They didn't just, pick up a ball and shoot, and next thing you know, shoot the ball one time, and next thing you know, they're in the NBA. No, they had to keep on practicing their craft. And that's one thing that real estate agents don't do. You have to continuously practice your craft. Once again, get these designations, these certifications, because that right there makes you an expert in your local area market.
It brings another level of value to you, right? What's your value proposition? So when you're asking for top dollar pay, you have to be able to present what your value is. So it adds to your value when you can say you have this particular credential justifying the reason why you're asking, and you feel very confident in asking for that, because that's what you're worth. I mean, think about it. In corporate America, when we were negotiating salaries, we negotiated salaries based on our experience, our credentials, our education. And so many times we come into real estate, and there may be a market set for a specific, for example, commission structure. But if you get creative and begin adding value, then the more value people are willing to pay for that, more for a greater value. You would be surprised. We're not going to pay, and I talk in terms of purses, Versace and Gucci are going to be two different prices, right? So we want to be able to, if you want to sell on a different level and you're expecting to do luxury or et cetera, you have to be able to prepare yourself and get the necessary designations in order to do that. Put it in your plan.
Definitely put it in your plan. And once you get these designations and certifications, in the words of Fat Joe, yesterday's price ain't today's price once you get those. And then lastly, just taking consideration, knowledge is power. Once again, knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. Listen to audiobooks. Also read books. Because ultimately what that's going to do is expand your knowledge on a particular subject. And that might be real estate. It might just be business. It could be, ensuring that you can, if it's credit, advise your clients on how to boost their credit, how to be able to get over that threshold. Because, between a 640 and a 740, there's a huge difference in regards to interest rates. So being able to have that, conversation with your clients is going to be absolutely paramount to propel you in your business. So what I'm gonna do is, give me a second. I'm gonna hop out of this and jump into the spreadsheet really quickly. Give me a second.
So while he's doing that and switching gears here, guys, make sure as you're taking notes that you're going to take some time today to actually sit down and write some of these things down so that we're not just providing you value added information, but really you actually have a strategy. I'm looking forward at the beginning of the year where we actually have a written out business plan that states here are my niche areas. Here is where I plan to focus my energy strengths. Here are the clients I plan to work with, etc. So, all right, here we go.
All right. So in regards to, as previously stated, to achieve it, you have to see it to believe it. Actually, before we get into it, let me make sure you guys are awake. Can I get a 2 in the chat? Can I get a 2 in the chat if you're awake, alive and well? God woke you up this morning with health and strength. Let me get a 2 in the chat. Here we go. All right. So first and foremost, just being able to see it, you have to kind of put it down in writing. So here, when we get into your spreadsheet, you're going to actually see your vision board and copy and paste photos. Where do you see your 2023? And that's your heart, your mind, body, and spirit. Where do you see 2023? I want you to go ahead and post these pictures. Like, one, for your heart, you want to be more loving, more caring. You see your family in this here area. For heart, your mind, you want to be more knowledgeable. You want to see yourself with these designations or certifications. So it could be pictures of books for mind. Body, if you've been saying, New Year's is coming up, everybody had those New Year resolutions of, I want to lose weight. I'm one of them. I'm gonna have a picture up here about me being in the gym. Me being my ultimate goal. I want to get in to slim fitting tailored suits again. Like I'm gonna put somebody from a GQ magazine or something in there. Spirit. We hear it all the time. Rod goes to church on Sunday still and do real estate afterwards. So that can be, having your faith beliefs in there, if that's the church or a synagogue or whatever the case might be, you put that in there as well. And then ultimately your enterprise is going to be your business. Where do you see your business going? And then every day you wake up, you need to wake up, view this for inspiration every day. Every day you wake up, view your vision board. And then ultimately, get into your day, view your schedule, see what's going on, how you can create opportunities for you and your business as well. Just clicking over here in your upstream, just to give you a few examples. Upstream partners is basically a partnership with other professionals. It could be CPAs, it could be insurance agents, lenders, divorce attorneys. Let's see, it could be numerous, different type of professionals out there that has business for you. You create a relationship with them, and they become one of your know, like, and trusted advisors in the real estate industry, and then they're sending you business. So say, for instance, to give you an example, if somebody's going through a divorce and an attorney says, hey, I have a client, they need to sell their home for their divorce, they're going to reach out to you first. Alongside of CPAs, somebody with a whole lot of money don't know what to do with it. They'll reach out to you and say, hey, they got some money in the bank and, they would like to increase that. How do you usually do that? Generational wealth is created through real estate. So they'll be reaching out to you as well. So try to create and develop upstream partners. The market slows down and you're looking for that business. You're out making those calls on a day-to-day basis, but you're not getting any potential clients. This is how you can generate that business, creating upstream partners. All right, so now for the fun stuff. Did I lose you all?
No, we're still here.
We all still
We're
here?
here.
They're here.
On upstream partners, think creative too. I mean, you can have estate planning attorneys. Someone could have passed away and they need to sell their house because their estate needs to offload their house. You want to think creatively outside the box, and that goes back to establishing your niche. You could be working with families, if that's your niche, you want things that are related to families that you're doing as part of your business planning activities. And when Cam was talking about his plan for Heart, I'm like, make your family a part of that, because and I work my business into my family. I mean, like I told you all, when I was my mom had multiple hospital visits this year. So one of the things I did, all the nurses, doctors, everybody knew I was in real estate. They got a card, you know what I'm saying? And they know that I'm in the business and I got their information and I'm staying connected with them. So if they need to buy and sell a house at any time in the future, then, I've already made that connection. So make that a good business practice.
Definitely. So hopping in the spreadsheet, and we want to get into this quick breakout session. So I'm gonna go over this fairly quickly over the next 4 minutes. All right. So your big why. Why are you in real estate? What is your goals? What is your reasoning? Is that to help people? Is that to make a difference? So figure out what your big why is. That just goes back to, identifying who you are as a real estate agent. All right. So your personal story in regards to your 5-year plan. Where do you see yourself personally? Where do you see your family personally? How does this, if you will, business, the income, how does this make you a better person over the next 5 years? What does your business look like in the next 5 years? And then also doing so over a 1-year time period. So going in here, and everything in blue, just let me go back a little bit. Everything in blue, you're able to change, and it's going to calculate for you. Everything in blue. So taking consideration holidays and vacation days. So here you have eight holidays in here. If you celebrate any other holidays, you can remove, put anything in there, and it's going to calculate it here. So therefore, you see the 8 holidays here. How many days a week do you want to work? Do you want to work 7 days a week? Do you want to work 7 days a week, 16 hours a day? It's all depending on you and how you like to run your business. So for instance, if I have in here 5 days a week, also it takes into account, how many scheduled and planned vacations. You need to plan your vacations, even if it's, something spontaneous, and stick to it. So if, say, for instance, you got 2 spontaneous vacations that amounted to 10 days, then you need to deduct from, your already planned. You need time for yourself, time to reset. So it'll calculate in here how many days. You see 20 days a year. So therefore, your total work days per year is 232. For this example, 232 days. So out of 365, you're going to be working 232 days a year. So going into your expenses, your almost your fixed costs. So your digital marketing, your print marketing, your signs, lock boxes, photography. If you have a TC, you'll factor that in. Your closing gifts, how much that's going to cost you per seller on that side, and then on this side, buyers. And then you'll list out once again your total expenses for your buyers. Like for instance, an easy one to add in is gas. How much are you going to budget for gas per buyer? And then going down, once again, your ads, your digital marketing. Say, for instance, if you're doing any Facebook ads, Google, PPCs, so forth and so on. Also, client events. If you're planning on having any client events, and you say, for instance, you have catering, you have to pay for the building or the room or whatever the case might be, factor those in. And balance those out to a monthly cost. So if you estimate $1,000, or let's just say $1,200 a year, that's going to come out to $100 a month. How many, how you're going to pay for lunches throughout the month, for say, for instance, if it's agent attraction, put those expenses in there, and it's all going to calculate for you down here, which you'll see your totals down here at the bottom. GCI really doesn't matter. If you're at EXP, it's already pretty much, I'm sorry, not GCI, but the percentage split. You could put in here 70, or you could put in here 80, whatever your percentage split is. And the big thing that kind of, put this calculation in play, is going to be your annual cap amount. So if you cap at 16,000, like you at EXP, what it's going to do is pull that, and your percentage split is going to be based off of that. Ultimately, it's going to, once all your totals and everything comes in, as far as your commission split, your expenses for your buyer and seller, then your marketing expenses, and then any other expenses that you may have, it'll show you, for instance, how much you will actually, your gross will be at the end of the year. So for instance, you can change this number all day. If I put in here 500,000, and then your gross is going to go up based off of your expenses, so forth and so on. Also over here, this right here shows you your overhead. So for instance, you have your cat fee, how much you're spending on your buyers and sellers, alongside them over time. Also your marketing expenses, and then other expenses. Typically you kind of want to be anywhere between your overhead, anywhere between 70 and 80%. That's a good value to have, to ensure that you're running your business properly. You gotta, obviously it takes money to make money, right? So come on. So going down a little bit further, your economic plan. So for instance, if you do 40% of your business is listings, 60% is buyers, then it breaks down based off of your profit and loss. It breaks down your gross commission income per sellers and listing and buyer, excuse me. Then you go into your average commissions. You go into your average commissions per. So for instance, up here in Northern Virginia, we're pretty much 2.5 on the buy side. So it'll factor in all of this information for you. And ultimately, and also what you want to do is take in consideration your average list price for a buy side transaction in so say for instance, if your list side is 800,000, this is wrong. I don't know what's going on with this. But if it's 800,000 and your buy side transactions is 550, it's going to tell you how many. Oh, this is me playing with it too much. It's going to break down in your spreadsheet how many you need to close on a monthly basis. And also, so I had this in here at my GCI for next year is I want it to be 1.5 million. So that's why these numbers are high. But it will show you how many closings you need on the sell side and buy side per month. I'm sorry, excuse me, how many appointments. This is how many appointments you need per month. Here's how many closed appointments, and excuse me, this is how many closed transactions on the buy side and list side that you would need. So, all right, so how you generate those appointments is in this area, you'll fill in from your sphere, your email marketing, your social media marketing, the contacts you receive from, say, for instance, home buy, doing wealth reviews. It could be, cold calling, whatever the case might be, you put that here in this section. Then, once again, talking about your upstream partners, this right here is how you receive an additional, few appointments. And then, if you do any YouTube marketing, once again, LinkedIn, any type of social media, and, this is how you're going to get, these appointments. So what you want to do is, base them off of, today. And then also how you scale it is, writing out your business plan and saying, hey, instead of me getting 2 from my sphere every month, I need to get 4. And then it'll calculate how you're getting these appointments each and every month and breaking it down to a granular level for you. You want to hop into that breakout session really quickly, Natasha?
Yep, I've got the breakout rooms here set up and ready to go. So I'm going to open up the breakout rooms. If you guys will accept your breakouts, we're going to go right into that so that we can actually started. I posted the actual spreadsheet in the chat. If you will grab it from the chat so that you can leverage it. And then we're going to do a quick 5-minute working session on this to get started. Of course, if you have questions, you can pop back into the main room and ask your questions. I'm sure I think I put you in a breakout room, so I'm going to take you out.
Okay.
I don't know how to do that, so I want to just open it. With all rooms. Okay, so and I'm going to join. Which one? Which one?
See some.
All right, guys. I know. Did everyone get a copy of the spreadsheet from the chat when we posted it in the chat?
No, I wasn't. I was in the process and downloaded it, and then I got bumped out.
Okay. So there it is. I just posted it again. Can you see it now?
I'm not sure, but if it might, you might have to repost it once everybody gets in, because if they weren't in the group back in the out of the breakout sessions, you might have to repost it because they won't see it.
Okay.
And we're back.
Yeah. So guys, I know it's at 9 here. Can we give us some homework to do? Cam, Natasha, and
Yeah,
This spreadsheet is already homework.
yeah, that right there is
Yeah,
your
the
homework.
spreadsheet is your homework. That's it.
Yeah.
Most of us didn't get the spreadsheets though.
It's in the chat.
It's in the chat. If you don't see it in the chat, let me know. And it's also posted in our WhatsApp group.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really good. I just wanted to add that you can, pull it up on your phone very clearly. I mean, it's very user friendly. I have them on my laptop and on my phone, the spreadsheet. So it works great. Thank you so much.
Gima, can you email it to me?
I'm not sure who's asking me.
Esther is asking that.
Esther, yes. Can you put your email in the
All
chat,
right.
Esther? I'll gladly do it. Yes, ma'am.
And if we can drop it back in our Dream Team
WhatsApp.
WhatsApp, and if you want to drop it into the Legacy Builders message.
So yeah,
Everybody.
definitely take this as your homework. I would say if you can get some time over the weekend in preparation for the first of the year. Just the big thing is creating your big why, your 5-year plan, kind of where you want to see your GCI at over the next 3 to 5 years. Plan your vacations, also, plan out your expenses as well, and try to stay in line with those expenses. And then also, your vision board and your upstream partners is going to be absolutely paramount in your business in 2023. Wish you all, the best of luck. Just keep grinding. It'll come. It'll come.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Well, thank you, Cam. Thank you, Natasha.
Thank
so
you,
much.
Cam. Thank you, Natasha.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Double stuff.
Awesome.
Good stuff. Powerful.
Hey,
Yes,
Rod,
indeed.
I'm posting my phone number here. For those of you who want to be a part of 75 Strong, we're going to be doing a separate Facebook group and things for that, so I can post the information on that.
Natasha, what's 75 Strong?
We're doing the first 75 days of the year. We're focused on, it's like 8 core areas: your health, business, but you got to be committed to working out every day, drinking a gallon of water every day.
Gonna be good, y'all.
But yeah, it's not just, it's health, spiritual, it's just the first 75 days of the year that so from January 1st through March 16th, we'll be running hard. It's a modified version of 75 hard, because I'm not doing if you Google 75 hard, you'll see there's a lot of information out there, but we'll do a modified version for the group so that we can come in and hit the ground running in 2023. But it's a commitment to do some things for yourself, for your business, for your mental state of mind, all of it, as we run into 2023.
Awesome. All right, guys, there's some Dream Team is going to be taking part in. So we thank Natasha for leading the way on that. She's going to be spearheading this. And so look forward to the group, the Facebook group, to join that and be a part of it. Maybe also drop it in for Dream Team Nation, the link to the group, Natasha.
I will.
Okay, and we can also, if we can put this spreadsheet in the Mighty Nation, Dream Team Nation as well. All right, guys, well, this is our last meeting for this year. We're going to be off all next week. So we'll be back here for our Friday Mastermind. That will be January 6th. So Friday Mastermind, January 6th, no meeting on the 30th next week. So man, get ready, take these couple of days to do your homework, go through the spreadsheet, look at your goals, your vision. Like Cam kicked it off with, you got to see it. In order to see it, you got to believe it. Start declaring and speaking over your business. But I'm just believing, God, that 2023 is going to be our best year ever. Is there anybody else believing that 2023 is going to be your best year ever?
Yes.
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 Absolutely.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, it will be. It is going to be. So guys, get ready. Dream Team's going to a whole nother level next year. So look, more training, more workshops just like this. So get ready, get ready. Our Dream Team Academy is going to another level next year. So get ready, guys. Get ready to achieve your goals and dreams in 2023. So, all right, guys, God bless you. And Merry Christmas, everybody. Make sure you go to church on Sunday. It is
Merry
Christmas.
Yes.
Yes. Bye, guys.
Christmas Day.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Take care.
Merry Christmas, y'all.
Merry Christmas.
All right.
All right.
Thank y'all. Y'all
Take
take
care.
care.
I've been waiting to wear my Christmas.
Thanks, Natasha. Thanks,
Good
Cam.
job, Cam.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Very professional.
Good stuff.
Good job, Cam.
Hey, for the ones that still on and they hop off, what I forgot to mention is because I was trying to run through it at the bottom of your profit and loss, that break down how many or how much you're worth and how much your time is worth per hour. So
Nice.
good takeaway. I forgot
Oh,
to mention
yeah.
rushing through it. So
Good
that
stuff.
means if you're not doing business or doing things that is making you, say, for instance, out of $500,000 to $269 an hour, you need to be doing something else.
Yes.
Nice.
Wow.
So Cam, I have one question.
Yes, ma'am.
So to get that breakout of how many calls that you should make, what's the number that drives that? And appointments per month? Is that you put in what you want for your gross commission revenue for the year, and that's where it comes from?
So it's going to come from your economic plan. So in the blue, where you'll put your percentage of because it's going to based off of your gross commission, and then it's going to break those out into two different sides. So you're going to have your buy side, your list side. And then ultimately, I'm trying to figure it out right now why it says $12 million in here and $6 million. So I got to figure out what's going on with this equation, because it is pretty cut and dry. Like the equation that's already in here, I don't know why it's kind of like not working for me. But once I get that fixed, I can resend this out. But ultimately, what it's going to do, and